In this video, I will be taking a look at the Akash network. I will try to explain what they are about, what they are trying to achieve, and how they are trying to achieve it. Hi everyone, Crypto Layman here with another project review video. Today's project is going to be the Akash network. Before we begin, please be aware of scammers pretending to be me in the comment section. Please remember that I will never ask you to contact anyone or give you someone else's contact details such as WhatsApp number or an email address. If you want to get in touch with me, you can find my email address in the description of every video. I'm always happy to help and assist where I can. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you find the information in this video useful, please make sure you hit that like button so that this video can be recommended to other people. To receive further updates on the Helium project, the Akash network, and other projects, please make sure you hit the bell icon so you get all the notifications whenever there is an update or a new video. Now, all the formalities have been taken care of. We will go ahead and look at the Akash network. So first of all, Akash is a Sanskrit word which means sky, space, or ether. Since the project is about cloud computing, the name is certainly befitting to the essence of the project. So the project was founded by somebody called Greg Osuri, who is the CEO of the Akash network. Mr. Osuri began his career with IBM and later moved to AngelHack, where he helped launch Firebase, which was later acquired by Google in 2014. So he is a renowned and well-known software developer who has been around for a number of years now. He's also the founder and CEO of Overclock, and Overclock was the original name of what is now known as the Akash network. And Overclock was launched sometime in 2017. However, the Akash network was launched back in April or March 2018 after an initial seed funding round which raised approximately $1.3 million. And that seed funding was actually done under the name Overclock Labs. Since that seed funding round, the name has been changed to Akash Network. Now let's look at what the aim of the project is and what they're trying to achieve. So if we look at their website, they are saying that they're the world's first decentralized open source cloud and decentralized clouds for decentralized finance. And they explain on the website what makes them so different. So they're saying that they are serverless, they are interoperable, secure and private, and that they deploy a hybrid cloud. The crux of the matter and the main unique selling point here is that they want to make cloud hosting and cloud computing up to 10 times cheaper than the main three competitors, the Google Cloud, the Microsoft Azure, and AWS. So they want to make Akash 10 times cheaper than those three main competitors. Could bore you by tediously dissecting the entire white paper and everything else, but I don't want to spend that much time on it. And to be perfectly honest, they have made it unnecessarily complicated by introducing complex mathematical equations. I'll just show you a demonstration of it if you look at these equations here. I've read through them and understand what they're trying to say, but it could have been done a lot easier and a lot less complex by simply putting those things in words. So just to illustrate what I mean by saying that they could have made it less complicated, I'm just going to read this paragraph with you and try and explain what I mean. So staking and binding mining protocol. The provider commits to provide services for at least time, which they denote with a capital T, and intends to earn service income, which is denoted by a small r, every compensation period, which is T compensation, COMP, equals 1 day. So in other words, what they could have said is a provider commits to provide services for at least 30 days, which is the minimum time that they could lock in for, and they could earn a daily income each day, which is the revenue essentially. So why they've made it this complex, I don't know. Anyway, so providers stake Akash tokens S, which denotes the Akash tokens, and specify an unlock time T1. So they are locked in for a specific sort of time. Where minimum lock time T1 minus the time should not be less than the minimum time. It can't be, because it's the time that you're locking in for. So the minimum time is 30 days. Additionally, the delegate voting rights and blah, 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 blah. At any point, a staker can A, split their stake into two pieces, or B, increase their stake. I denotes an increase in the stake by adding more tokens. Or C, increase the lock time, T, which has to be greater than 30 days. There we go. You can do these three actions at any time. So you can either split their stake, or you can increase the stake, or you can increase the time. So they could have just said that in words. I'm not sure why they're trying to sort of overly complicate all of this. Stakers choose to split their stake because the compensation is dependent on L, which is the lock time. Increase the lock time, which is T, and now the lock time is denoted by L. So I think they're trying to unnecessarily complicate it here. And then they are coming up with equations, how they calculate the inflation rate for the inflationary rewards. And then they consider Zcash as an example with 140% APR. So all I'm trying to say is they could have done it a lot easier rather than, putting in this mumbo jumbo with all these weird equations. I have prepared a little demonstration which just showcases how the ecosystem is supposed to work, and that is a summary of what they're trying to do. So we'll quickly look at the Akash business model. Akash are trying to create a cloud-based computing token marketplace. This can also be called the Cloud Computing Exchange if you wish to do so. Two types of users take part in this and offer their services. The Supermini users who buy the Akash Superminis and provide computing power to the cloud, and other users, which can be companies who offer their spare computing power to the marketplace for sale. And this market power is then sold to other developers and companies seeking to host their apps and services on the Akash network, and that process compensates Akash Supermini users in tokens. That being said, I'll just give you the basic token economics and what they're trying to do. So there are two types of income that anyone can earn using the Akash network. So you can either buy a Supermini that you can join the waiting list for at the moment and wait for it to be released so you can buy it. It's a plug and play device. You plug it in, so you offer the computing power that you have, you set the price, you offer it to the Akash network through the blockchain, and there are other people who will be using that blockchain and essentially bid for computing power, and if your bid is accepted, they will lease that computing power from you for a period of time, and in return you'll get paid some Akash tokens. So that's one way of earning income. Second way to earn income is through staking. Essentially, Akash offer two types of staking. So you have long-term staking and you have short-term staking. The staking rewards, or rewards in general, are made up by two parts. So the first part is the inflationary rewards. So as the network grows stronger and the demand for computing power increases, the inflationary reward is going to go down. Initially, it's going to be quite high to compensate users for providing that computing power. But because there isn't much demand at the moment, the network is going to subsidize the earnings for computing power providers with the Akash token inflationary reward system. And a second part is made up of network fees. So each time a transaction is processed, part of the transaction fee gets distributed amongst the people who are vested into the network. Initially, it's the people who are running the Superminis and the nodes, and eventually it will be people who are just staking their income. So those are the two ways you can actually earn Akash tokens. Now I want to talk about something that's been in a lot of videos lately on YouTube in particular, and that's the collaboration between the Akash token or the Akash network and the Helium network. So I would just want to touch on that and just clarify one thing very quickly. In a nutshell, yes, they are collaborating. I can confirm that, and it's on the blog post dated 27th of May. But as far as the collaboration itself goes, it's limited to validators. So essentially, Helium are going to be hosting some of their validators on the Akash Network's cloud platform. And that is as far as the collaboration between those two goes. However, there is another development that was quite important in my opinion, is that the Akash token has now been listed on the Bittrex Global Trading Exchange, and that is a major step because that makes the token available to a lot more people when it comes to general trading or buying tokens, etc. To conclude this video, I would like to say that being on Bittrex Global will make the Akash token more accessible to people, so people will be able to buy it easily, and that will probably increase the staking on the token and the interest in this token in general. So that is very positive, and hopefully this project will grow. There is another project which is not too dissimilar from the Akash network. They are trying to achieve the same thing. I will create a separate video on that, and I will upload it hopefully tomorrow. So look out for that video. To conclude this video, I am going to just show you how much the Akash token is actually worth right now. So if we refresh this page, you can see it's $3.32, and it has had a 1.7% decrease in value since today. However, on a weekly basis, in the last 7 days, it has gone up in value by 11.5%. One more thing I've forgotten to mention is the circulating supply of the tokens. So 100 million Akash tokens were pre-minted before the mainnet was launched. Those, however, remained locked in the ecosystem, and they will be slowly released as they mature in their locking periods over the next couple of years. The total maximum supply of Akash tokens, according to the white paper, is 389 million Akash tokens. However, if you look at their website, that says that it's 388.5 million. So there is a 500,000 discrepancy. So that's it in terms of the video concerning Akash. Thank you very much again for tuning back in, and hopefully you found this information helpful. If you did, please smash that like button. Thank you very much. Look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon.